Greetings to all. Grammar is a vast ocean. The more you go deep into it, more you understand. To communicate in English, our concepts in English grammar should be very clear. This is a small attempt from my side to make grammar easy and comprehensible. I have tried to maintain the pace and to deal with the chapters one by one. In our previous session, we had talked about reporting verb in direct and indirect speech. In this session, we shall study about the reported speech. We will take a quick recap of our knowledge on direct and indirect speech. Direct speech. In direct speech, we report the words of a speaker by repeating the actual words indicated with the help of inverted commas. Indirect speech. When we convey the speaker's thoughts without repeating the actual words, but the substance of the words remain the same, then it is called indirect speech or narration or reported speech. We have been dealing with how do we change from direct speech to indirect speech. But do we know what is the purpose of changing a direct speech into indirect speech? To report something that has happened in past, we use indirect speech. A conversation creates a different impact if it is reported in indirect speech. Direct speech is used mostly in novels, stories, and events reporting when it is to be done in present tense. Indirect speech is, however, more preferred form as we cannot report anything formally in direct speech. The words said by the speaker cannot be repeated while speaking the same. So we need indirect speech to report the events in past tense. It is also a tool to clearly state the meaning instead of telling what others said in their words. If we need to survive an event, it must be done in indirect speech. Formal form of communication is always done in indirect speech. Hope it is clear to you all now that how and why do we change from direct to indirect speech. Now we shall deal with changes in reported speech one by one. We'll start with simple present tense. The simple present tense changes to simple past tense in the reported speech. We will take one example. Meera said, "I have many bags." Here, the tense in the reported speech is in simple present tense. To change it into simple past tense, we'll say, Meera said that she had many bags. We are seeing here that I is the personal pronoun and it has been changed to she, that is the subject of the given sentence. And we did not change said to told as there is no object. We'll move further. The present continuous tense changes to the past continuous tense in the reported speech. For example, Rohan said, "I am watching a movie." Here, the tense of the reported speech is in the present continuous form. To change it into past continuous, we will say, Rohan said that he was watching a movie. Pretty easy to understand. Now we will try to understand how to change the past tense form of the reported speech. The simple past tense changes to the past perfect tense in the reported speech. We will take one example. Sudhir said, "I danced in the rain." Sudhir said that he had danced in the rain. Here the simple past tense have been changed into past perfect tense. The past continuous tense changes to the past perfect continuous tense. For example, Rama said, "I was going to Dubai." Rama said that he had been going to Dubai. Children, one very important thing to notice is that if the form of the reported speech is in past perfect tense, then we will not change it further. It will remain as it is. Children, now we shall try to understand how to change modals in reported speech. May changes to might. For example, Reena said, I may go to Delhi tomorrow. So we will change it. Reena said that she might go to Delhi the next day. Children, here you must have been noticing that tomorrow has been changed to the next day. This also we shall deal in our further slides, that what is the change in the time, day or position or place in the reported speech. We will move further. Can changes to could in the reported speech. For example, she asked, can you come to meet me in my office? She asked her whether he could come to meet her in the office. Children, I hope now it is pretty easy to understand. Shall changes to should in the reported speech. For example, Rohan said, I shall come to the school tomorrow. Rohan said that he should come to the school the next day. Will changes to would in the reported speech. For example, Shivani said, my mother will make cake in the evening. Shivani said that her mother would make cake in the evening. Children, we noticed in our previous sentences that while changing a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, there were some changes in the time and position. To understand it better, I have given these in a tabular form here. You can clearly see that here changes to there in an indirect speech, this changes to that, these to those, tomorrow we may write as the day after, the following day or the next day, today to that day, yesterday to the day before or the previous day, tonight to that night, last week or last month to the previous week or the previous month, now to then. We do this as the tense of the reported speech is in the past tense. So, accordingly, we will change the time and position. Children, today we tried to understand how to change the tense of the reported speech. In a further video, we shall try to cover how to change the compound sentences in reported speech. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Have a nice day, all of you. God bless you all. Bye-bye.